What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend all together. What's up? What's up? What's up, Iron? What's up, Alexander? No. No. All right, that means you don't get a hello, Duskin. That's just how it works. That's 100% how it works. What is up? Ah! Make something fall. I feel like the dice look different. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I'm always crazy. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? But what's up? How goes it? Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. I had to get some extra rest in because yeah. Hat pat, thank you for the hat pats. You still don't get a hello though. That option doesn't come back. I'm fucking dead. Oh my gosh. Is it the weather? Is it the weather? Because it's freaking hot. It's freaking hot. It's freaking nuts out. It's humid. I think it's like, it's gross because it's just super humid. Like anyone that doesn't live in a humid environment, I don't think seems to understand just how awful it can be. Trying to load, yeah, Stream Raiders needs like its own PC setup. That's a little true. That's a little true. Hopefully the lag gets resolved ASAP. ASAP. Let's see here. So I'm gonna check my quests first. Let's see what I got. I got kill ranged, win campaign. All right, that's easy enough. That's easy enough. Kill one melee. All right, good luck me. Good luck me. Let's see, get assist. What's the next one? And you know what? I'm gonna cheese it. So I mean, always keep in mind also if you're playing Stream Raiders, you have extra like these things meat that you get. I forgot where you get them. I think they're randomly. You can kind of be like, oh man, I'm so good, and we move on to the next one. You know, I mean, it's another 5, but I know we're gonna get this pretty quick. Oh man, and look, I'm getting closer and closer to these skins. I gotta get at least 1 or 2 of these skins. So keep in mind the track line for the Tomblands this time has a lot of skins involved if you want to get all of them. Today I started playing Diablo Mobile. Goodbye, Rob. I mean, if you think Diablo Mobile is less pay to win than ROM, then I hate to break it to you. Hate to break it to you. I'll get to that in a second. So we'll do that. I'm gonna start campaign. Oh, that's right. We got the gold last time. All right, so we have 5 battles basically for the boss. All right, no big deal. Not big deal. Oh, let's get another gold chest. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. What did it want me to drop? Oh, it's just win. Okay, that's why. I'm like, I know it's been like 2 minutes. Did I forget? Maybe. Does this one show the units already? Has like dark magic. Has like dark magic or some shit. It seems, let's see. Oh, they're down there. I'm like, I didn't even see these guys. All right, I guess Centurion's fine then. All right, I'm gonna go over here. This seems like an okay spot to be. It seems like a great, easy game to play. So from my understanding, though, is it's extremely... I mean, here's the thing. You could take any game casually. Mobile games, PC games, whatever the hell you want. I mean, there are casual games out there. However, you know, if you want to speed your progression, then... You know, you pay like a little bit here and there. You pay like, you know, sometimes there's a battle pass. Sometimes there's the equivalent of a monthly subscription. So like in ROM, it's called a premium. I mean, it gives you an edge above the rest. You know, let's be fair. It gives you an edge. It's just how it is. ROM can be on the extreme side because of the handbook game system. Seems like no, I'm being very serious. No, I'm being very, if you want, I'll pull up an article. No, I'm gonna pull, no, you think I'm lying? Are you serious? People are extremely upset about Diablo. I'm surprised. I mean, maybe it's not how do you say, maybe it's not like up in arms in Brazil, but trust me when I say People call it Diablo Immoral. People have given it the name Diablo Immoral because of the pay-to-win systems that they have there. I mean, I just saw a screenshot. There is literally a streamer, a well-known streamer, so I don't remember the name. I gotta go look at this screenshot again. Quinn. Oh, Quinn69. So far he has spent $6,000 and he has gotten no 5-star gem. Just to give you an idea of the shit that people are, talking about. No, I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. There's been a lot of drama about the whole Diablo release. There's been a shit ton of drama. Like, he spent $6,000 and he has not gotten a 5-star gem. I mean, people are upset about Lost Ark, right? It's kind of like look at Lost Ark. Like, I feel like Lost Ark isn't as talked about anymore because the people that are casuals are just either they're fine with chilling at their progression rate or whatever. But there's the whole situation with the honing, which is for materials and for refine. It's like their version of like refining / enchanting or whatever. I'm talking about ROM. People spend 100K. Yeah, but here's the thing: is that like people make fun of Raid Shadow Legends, right? Right? I could tell you right now, I have gotten like 4 or 5 offers for a sponsored raid stream. Like, no joke. They will get any streamer to play this goddamn game on stream because as long as they get 1 or 2 people that are willing to spend a shit ton of money, it's worth their time to pay the streamer. No joke. No joke. Like legitimately, like I've talked about it before. I don't want to do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream. I've considered some of the other sponsored offers I've gotten, but that one I don't know. I just don't like it. Like I don't. If I do it, it's because it's, you know, honestly, like maybe I'm working towards a specific piece of equipment, which is fine. We're all in the hustle, no big deal. But you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it, and I don't want to down talk people that do take those sponsorships. It's totally worth doing. Listen. We're all hustling out here. If you need the money, just do it. Just get it. Get it. Get that green. I will play if you do the voice. Right. Like, I would have a fun stream with it. I'm not saying, like, I am opposed to it 100%, but I would really prefer not to. Stream is now stable for me to watch. Hell yeah, Iron. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, so, I mean, here's the thing. The average player, I consider myself maybe an above average player with ROM, right? So I'll buy premiums, and then I'll, you know, these days I do the double recharge, if even that. Last time, honestly, the last double recharge, I didn't get all the things. I only did like the 5, the 20, and the $50, and I never did the $100 that last time. So other than that, when I started playing, I was spending like 20 bucks a week, actually. Like, that was like my little like game budget, and then I decided not to put that much into it, whatever. Now, I'm like, I would say an above average, right? Or kind of like very, very middle to low tier when it comes to spending in ROM. But I mean, there are people that will spend like thousands of dollars a month because that's their budget. That's their thing. You know, that's a real whale. and as long as they capture 1 or 2 real whales for their game, that's all they're looking for. That's it. That's it. They don't need the rest of you to pay anything, because as long as they get a couple of people to pay a shit ton, it's no big deal. You have a new job since we last talked? Oh, I hope it's going well. Hope it's going well. Is it like within your same kind of like skill set, or is it something new? Something new. What's up, Moon? Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. New phone, who dis? What's up, Cactus? How are you? Konnichiwa, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just talking about, cause Alex mentioned Diablo, and I was like, there's a lot of drama with the spending in that game. Like, I just saw a screenshot today of this streamer, Quinn. He spent $6,000 and he hasn't gotten a 5-star gem. You know, so I mean, it's the way mobile gaming is. So I mean, if you're willing to be free to play, then be free to play. Like Genshin, you know, I consider myself a very, like I said, a low to mid tier spender. Like, I'll buy battle passes if it's a game I'm playing. I mean, since I haven't been playing Genshin consistently for like the past 2 months, I haven't bought the battle passes. There's no point for me to do it if I'm not going to progress on the battle passes. It just doesn't make sense. You know, I'll do my dailies now and then, but I don't know. Unfortunately, I've just kind of burnt myself out on Genshin. It's still a cashier, good job, but full time. And so, oh, nice, congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to do, you know, the retail stuff, cashier. It's an experience. It's an experience. Luckily, since I was in like an indie store, I could kind of get away with being like, people can't be complete jerks to me, so. I was very fortunate for that and able to kick people out if they were really bad. And they're really, I had this, confetti time! Moon, 6 months? What the fuck? What? What? It's been 6 months? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for 6 months. Of support, I super duper appreciate it. Man, time flies. Like, what was it, last week? I think last week I was saying, right? Like, the fact that it's June is illegal. I could have sworn I outlawed that. I could have sworn we should just be taking away these. I think we all ask ourselves, what am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? What? Who allowed this? Who allowed me to get away with this shit? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But thank you so much. Yeah, time has freaking flown. Time has freaking flown. But yeah, there was the Diablo thing. Oh, and then Ni no Kuni is also another drama. It's me, yeah, but it's like I feel like everyone asks themselves, like, I don't know, maybe it's just us with same brain. Maybe it's like, what am I doing? Why? What's going on? Who allowed this? Who gave me this much power? Who thought this was a good idea? You're gonna watch that? Oh no! 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 No, it's too early for me to be bashful. I gotta act confident and sassy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've kind of got used. Yeah, so it's kind of like the intrusive thoughts and all that. It's just a thing. It's a thing. It's all right. Otherwise, it would be loud. Exactly. That is a mood. Oh my god. OMG. OMG, but like, I don't know, maybe I won't get into it. Anyway, so maybe I won't be in the mood to get into it today, but maybe some other time. Yeah, we're talking about the mobile gaming stuff. I mean, it's just kind of just, it's just how it is. It's just kind of how it is. It's become very sketchy in some ways. Some of the newest games that are coming out are a little more sus than others. You know, it's just how the game industry has progressed. I mean, it's been criticized for years. Like, people criticize the whole EA thing, the boxes, the weapons, and CS:GO. Like, it's not just a mobile thing. You know, boxes and RNG have been a thing for a very long time. As I've been left to my own devices, the supply of money, and thus every reason becomes, yeah, I want the one allowed. I'm enabling this behavior. Exactly. We just enable our own shenanigans at the end of the day. That's true. We let ourselves get away with it. Like, with the Ni no Kuni thing is actually quite interesting. Ah, shit. All right. Now the stream can finally begin. See, now we can talk. Now we can talk about these things. Now's the time. But yeah, when it comes to the mobile industry, gaming industry, I mean, everything is very like, you know, like, I remember there was a drama with Poppy Playtime. So at one point I was actually gonna play Poppy Playtime late last year. I decided not to because they announced like the whole NFT thing. I don't even think I talked about it on stream because I was planning on it. I was gonna buy it, and I ended up not buying it because I didn't want to support that. So that was one reason I decided not to play it. I heard that they backtracked on the NFT thing or something with their game setup thing because they were gonna release chapters, and every chapter was kind of expensive. Either way, they had made some decisions that were turning a lot of people off. Even though the game was popping off for a little bit, I think they were starting to get a little too greedy, and they were called out on it, and then they backtracked a little bit. I don't know what the situation is right now. I did see that a lot of people started picking up playing it again. I'm guessing because they backtracked. Because I know there was a handful of other streamers or acquaintances I knew that actually stopped playing it or decided not to play it for the same reasons. So I mean, you know, it's difficult, and then it's difficult to know who to support because a game company today could turn out to be a jackass tomorrow, and it's not really, you know, anybody's, you know, real fault at the end of the day. It just sucks. It's just the way that the environment is right now, and I don't know. I guess it's weird for me because I was always kind of a little bit of a spender. Like if a game was like, oh, like spend $5, you know, become a patron, you know, you get like a hat, and I'm like, yo, I'm in, let's go. I want a hat. Sold. I remember. You're gonna laugh. Shit, what was the game? Oh, the Kingdom of Loathing. I remember that one. It was like a stick figure game in the browser, like a million years ago. I think eventually they actually made like a real game, but it used to just be like a browser thing. You have like random encounters. It was kind of like a parody of D&D and other games. Yeah, I spent like 20 bucks. I think I got like a title and some garbage. Like it's kind of like, yeah, I don't mind supporting shit that I play or I enjoy. It's just, I don't know. Everything in regards is just so weird right now. Yeah, there's a lot of some interesting, probably. It's been way too long. I mean, it was definitely very like dark, edgy humor, so I don't even know what it... I think it still exists in some form today, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, that's the thing too, is like, it was definitely the humor of its time. So, I don't know. For all I know, it was fucking canceled. I don't know. But yeah, you know, just that as an example of even early on, like when I used to do Gaia Online, like this is like 2002, 2003, like I bought the monthly premiums. Why? Because I got slippers. And I got headwear. Like it was simple. It was a simple time where it made sense, you know, that a website was like, hey, we kind of need, like, it was, like, it's no different than Patreon today, or Coffee. You know, Coffee has, like, a monthly subscription for creators. Like, this has always been a thing. The Pasta Master, yeah. That's right. That's right. Cooking the pasta. Yeah, it was just fun. They just had fun with it. They had fun with a lot of their humor. So I just don't know how well it's translated to today. That I don't remember. I'll admit that I don't remember. Cause yeah, like being a patron or paying for stuff, it's always been a thing. It's always been a thing since PayPal has been a thing. Maybe we could put it that way. Ever since PayPal has existed, there has been forms of patronizing websites, patronizing games. Always. There was a time before Kickstarter. I know. You youngins may not know, but there was a time before Kickstarter and GoFundMe. I know, it's crazy to think about. And Disco Bandit. Yeah, like, it was just fun. Like, it was a fun game. It's been way too long. I'd have to look into the kind of humor that they have for these days, because I got no clue. But yeah, I mean, and it's just the fact that, I guess the fact is that back then, like I said, like I would pay $5, right? $5 for an envelope from Gaia Online, and I would guarantee from this envelope one of two items of my choice. So it was either like the angel slippers or the devil slippers, right? Just as an example. Or there was like the angelic scarf and the devil scarf as an example. Like they just had very basic costume items, vanity items. You were guaranteed the item though. And I guess that's the different now, where now it's like it's a box, you open it, and oh shit, maybe there's a scarf, or maybe there's, you know, someone that just says fuck you right out of the box. You know, I think that's the difference. I'm guessing that's just how the gaming environment has changed. I entered a dungeon too high level for myself. Oh no. You should get some tips from 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹's like almost top 10 on rifts right now. Here's a consumable for your money, fuck you. Yeah. Here's there's just a big middle finger that pops out of the box instead of the slippers you expected. That's how the gaming industry has changed. There was a simpler time. There was a simpler time. Like, there's no guarantee to get what you want. And that's the problem, is that it's become RNG. But listen, that happens IRL too. I think that's the funniest part. You go to GameStop, right? You go to GameStop, you go to like Claire's. So Claire's is kind of like an accessory store with a lot of scrunchies and hair accessories and plushies and some other stuff, right? I totally know about this. And you have these boxes that it's like Pusheen or some of the other mascot characters that it's like, oh man, you want to open this box? There's like a 1 in 10 chance you'll get the chase rarity. Or pop figures. Look at pop figures. Same shit. You buy a case, only one of them is the chase. You have the special alternate coloring one. Like, there's literally no difference. It's not just gaming. It's just how it is. Hoi! Ahoy there, Loki. What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Hope you had an amazing weekend. What are you up to? What are you up to today? I'm venting about RNG boxes in games, and that it's not just gaming. Like, look, honestly, damn it. I was just about to say it, Moon. Same brain. Same brain. Same brain. I was gonna say, the OG RNG is Magic the Gathering. Let's be real. Let's be real. They're like, we're gonna print 100 really cool cards. In every pack, there's gonna be one rare. And half of our rares suck. like it's not a new concept. It's not a new concept whatsoever. You know, and then, but there is, I'm not gonna lie, listen, it's not a secret. I love opening booster packs. There is a thrill to it, but you have to know what you're getting into. I only buy boxes and I go through with the booster packs because I already know I might not get what I want, and I just want the fun of it. It's gambling. It's straight up gambling. It is what it is. But I know what I'm getting into when I buy a booster box. You know, it's just for fun. It's just for funsies. You want to see what you get. It's the excitement. It's the excitement of it all. Because you could just get singles. Like, there's a whole secondary market. However, there is the difference in some of these other games coming out that are called collectible card games, CCGs. You have a whole subset genre of cards, of games that it's not intended to trade with. And that's where you see a lot of the PC card gaming goes, because by eliminating the secondary market of players trading with each other, you can only buy from the source. Nesi has a crippling addiction. I actually really try not to buy shit because it is fun, but the thing is, like, I don't have the extra money to buy booster packs, so I don't buy any. Like you have to know your limits, and I think that's the problem, is that some people just don't know their limits. Okay, the only time I've been really bad, all right, there was 3 times. All right, so there was There was 3 times, and actually it's funny because we were discussing it. I was discussing it briefly with Naru on my Discord in the gaming area, actually just this past weekend. There has been 3 characters in Fate Grand Order that I spent whatever I could to get the character. I kept buying the currency because I wanted the character, and the RNG was absolutely shit for me. It's pure RNG. And I'm not talking like I spent $100. I'm talking like it was like 5 or 6 per character. So, you know, I've been there. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have not gone a little out of control. but I try really hard not to do that. I try really hard to not do that. Those are like the only times that I've gone past my limit. I've gone past my normal budget. We riding against MTG? No, I'm just saying, like, it's just a fact. It's just a fact that it's not a new concept. It's not a new concept. It's just packaged. Everything in the gaming industry is just repackaged. Where's my whale emote? Yeah, right. Is there a default one for Twitch? Let's see. Whale? No? Is there like a money one? Is there like a Twitch, please? Twitch, please. Alright. Alright, I've been disappointed. Alright, so there's apparently what do I have on this one? Whoops. What do I have on this one? See, we have the this is fine. I think that's appropriate. Oh my god, I can't type. I can't apparently scroll down too. Here we go. I do only play a few free-to-play games, but I have spent money on them. My reasoning is that I spent 100,000. Right, exactly. I have. Ah! How am I supposed to be in my soapbox if I'm under a bucket? How am I supposed to rage about video games if I'm under a bucket? What's up, Lucy? How are you? I like my rated maid's whale emote. Yeah, the emotes from some stuff is so funny. What's up, Lucy? How was your stream? How did it go? Figured I was spending a little. That's what I mean, is that I enjoy gaming. If I'm enjoying a game, I don't mind spending $5, $20. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You struggled all the way. Oh no. I was kind of peeking in while I was dealing with dinner. I couldn't tell. I was like, are they winning? But anyway. Yeah, I'm having a moment. Life is a series of moments. Right now is this particular moment. But it's just the fact that it's become the norm. It's become the norm where they release a free game and they expect a couple of people to pay out the ass, and it happens every time. Otherwise, they would not be releasing these games. Mario 64 is hard for what I remember. You know, interesting lore. My parents never bought me the 64, so the only time I ever played Nintendo 64 was at my friend's house. So I cannot say. To me, yes, the game is very difficult because I don't know how to play on it. You never owned one either? Nice. Yeah, the real Nesi lore. What about when you're not enjoying a game? Cough, Dark Souls. Have you seen me play a Dark Souls game once? Have you ever seen me talk about purchasing or playing a Dark Souls game? No, you don't. There's a reason for that. Because I would probably just be angry. It's hard for me. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's also a funny thing. Man, kids these days don't know how difficult gaming was back then. You know, back then we only had one save file, if they even had the option to save. You know, there's a lot of that shit too. I was quite bad at games as a kid. True story. So if you ever bought a game or you had something like the Super Nintendo console, I'm gonna be very specific, I know. So in the manuals, there used to be a tip line there was a 1-800 number in the back of these game manuals that were like, hey, are you having problems with the game that you can call? I swear to you, I called one of those numbers once. I called those numbers and I'm pretty sure my mom was super angry too because I think they charged for the call. But they were completely worthless. They were so useless. I'm like, I'm having trouble on like level 2. Can you please explain to me what I'm supposed to do here? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what do you mean, what am I talking about? The game was The Lion King, by the way. Every Marvel mobile game ever. Yeah, I haven't looked into those games, but that's the thing, like a lot of mobile games these days are like that. Old manuals where, yeah, or when you rented the games and they didn't have the manuals. I think that was the worst. That was kind of the worst. You know, you kids these days, you don't understand. You know, we had to go down to Blockbuster and then rent games. And then there was a 50-50 chance it even had a manual, and if you could figure it out yourself, because man, games back then were so difficult. That never plays anything on my phone. I barely use the phone. The only things I play on my phone are like Fate Grand Order. I used to play a lot of Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Giant head. No, it's just the dramatic zoom in. It's a dramatic zoom in. What's up, Iso? How are you? How's the start of your week so far? It's the zoom. It's the zoomies. The zoomies. Very dramatic. Yeah, it's for emphasis. It is meh. The week is meh already. Understandable. Understandable. This week's busy, actually. I posted my schedule on Discord and I'm like, shit. It's a busy week. It's a busy week. Let's see, where's my source? Such as Saturday, so I don't usually stream on Saturdays, but Saturday this weekend, everybody, is June 11th, and we have the Wholesome Direct co-streaming event going on. So I'll be live in the afternoon on Saturday, here. I have to figure out what category, but we're gonna be just watching the Wholesome Direct. I'm gonna try to be online a bit earlier. Either I think I put 11:30 because I thought it started at 12. All right. Well, either way, between 11:30 and 12 Eastern, I shall be live on Saturday. ISO carry me, yeah. I told him you were like top 10. He just started Diablo. So now we got to get ISO's pro Diablo tips and tricks. Damn, let's go. We're about to get this party started. You basically are, oh, too late. Too late, Alex. You missed your chance. He got top 10 and peaked. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is there like, are you just bored? Are you just bored of it? Is it basically what you expected? ISO speedrun, yeah. ISO is way too gamer for us. The game is so good, ISO couldn't handle it. Oh, is that what happened? All right, all right. Understandable. Understandable. Or you like, there's no, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna try it, so. Game is fine for leveling, but the end game progression grind wall where you gotta pay or grind for months. All right, so there you go. Yeah. So like I was mentioning to Alex, I said I've heard a lot of shenanigans, and I'm just like, I could just be playing D3. Yeah, it's like I already bought D3. I could just play that instead. That's fair. That's fair. All right, we are victorious. We have earned ourselves 7 gold each, and bam. We got Alex, Loki, and Krish with the extra rewards. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ooh, why don't we go this way? This is a skin chest, right? Yeah, let's go this way. It's the same amount of nodes anyway. Right? It's connected? Yeah, okay. I'm like, is this connected? All right, good. All right, I'm gonna put my rogue down for the switches. Let's do some vibes on both sides. And then I'm gonna put some dots for assassins. Otherwise, we're good. Otherwise, we're good. PoE. I already have a level 2 gem. The leveling, let me see. Oh my gosh. Ah! The bot took too much room. I'm not on that approach. I could just be playing Path of Exile, which is infinitely better than both. That's hilarious considering I know how much you shit on Path as well. Like, it's like no game is perfect, everybody. My comfort loot goblin game. Still played PoE after 3,000 hours. Yeah, I mean, some games just feels good. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Fairly fun hack and slash D3 style, which is neat. Fully free as well. But once you're in endgame, it's a big LOL nope. Immortal is very clearly an MMORPG, and I don't want to grind in yet another MMO. Interesting. Interesting that you would say it's almost like MMO. I can't play anything that isn't mobile, so it's good enough for me. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I think it's just the fact that some mobile games are better than others. You know? I just keep returning to it once in a while because sometimes I just want to kill a lot of crap and become the loot vacuum. Yeah, I mean, that was the best part. Like, I used to play a lot of D3. Myself, actually, my one channel, actually, I used to post my runs. I was maining a monk at the time. Whatever season that, I don't know, the videos are unlisted, but they're still there. Oddly enough. It is basically an even shittier version of Lost Ark. That's funny. The best God King, the only God King is here. What is up, Loop? How are you? How's the start of your week so far? I know you're working on your characters. I hope I was able to give some information about the priest character stuff. The thing is, like, even though like a PvP is a priest, like I'm just support, and I just play as a support. So working on them now. Nice. I'm very bad in like I will kind of just set and forget things. It's like, oh, all right, my skills are in, I'm good. Oh, all right, my build is set, I'm good. And then that's when I find myself later on if something maybe didn't save correctly or maybe made a change, and I'm like, I gotta fix this. I tried to fix my skill build before the last season of 6s last season. So I should probably post an update to that somewhere. But at the end of the day, I still just prefer PvE. I just want to bring down monsters. You know, and then what I don't like is how they changed the reward system for 6s. I feel like I played 4 weeks and struggled, and it didn't matter because I probably wasn't gonna play the 5th week, whether the team made it or not. So it's kind of agitating. So I don't know. That's you know, there's always criticisms for a lot of game systems depending on the game. Maybe gonna play a 40k game. Nice. And like that's another interesting game. Like I only know very basics of like Warhammer, but I know like you can invest in very worthwhile units, shall we say? Worthwhile bigger units for your army, and you have to like fix your unit / point army. I don't know. I might be misremembering. I know the only tabletop miniature game I played was actually the Star Wars one, X-Wing, for a bit. And I know we had to do things within a certain point limit. And based on what other people told me about Warhammer, that's like all I know. The figures is a black hole. Exactly. See, we've always had games where you could spend a shit ton of money and pay to win. That's just a fact. Must satisfy loot cravings or things go very wrong. Fair. I bought Warhammer 40 Chaos Game Demon Hunters on Steam. Yeah, like I don't know how the PC games play. The only folks that I have talked to when it comes to Warhammer was the tabletop players. So I don't know. I have no thoughts or experience on those games. I only know what I know. So yeah. It's a turn-based track. See, turn-based games are fun. There was like an old turn-based game I played. Oh, Master of Orion? I think that's it. That was like a turn-based game where you are trying to... What was it? You have to be in charge of like a certain planner. I think they did like a remake later. Oddly enough. But that was a game I remember playing once upon a time. Once upon a time. Let me see. What was the name of it? Master of Orion. Let's see. Yeah, they had a couple of them, actually. I think I played 3, or was it 2? Yeah, they did a new one in 2016. Yeah, because I remember reading about this. Yeah, it's a turn-based 4X, whatever that means, science fiction strategy game. The player leads one of 10 races to dominate the galaxy through a combination of diplomacy and conquest while developing technology, exploring, and colonizing star systems. Man, I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. Is this the old one? Is this the new one? Yeah, this is the new one. This is from 2016. I should put it on my wish list. This was like I played it an older version, so I don't know how this one works. But it was really interesting. Yeah, because you basically started with, you created your what did it say? Yeah, you started with like kind of like you know how kind of like you start a game, you pick like a job class and have like certain perks. So you had like these perks that you could pick, and you could turn off certain perks to get more points to pick up like other more expensive perks sort of deal at the start of the game. It was actually quite interesting. It has received several direct sequels. Additionally, a number of other games published have been described as inspired, with reviewers and players divided on whether any has succeeded at recapturing the feeling and gameplay of the original. Damn, I think I played 2. I think 2, which was published from 96. Holy shit. Was the one that I played. But it was pretty good. So I don't know about the newer ones, but I could say the gameplay was very, very good at the time. It was a lot of fun. It's been a very long time. I'm looking at like this wiki page. I'm trying to like look. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, oh man, it looks familiar, but it's been a million years. It's been 50 million years. So, but yeah, you basically had to try and master the galaxy. It was very interesting for what it was at its time. For sure. Yeah, battle, let's see, battle at Antares or something. I remember, a friend had burned it on a disc for me. That's a lot of years. Yeah, I mean, space has been around a long time, so it makes sense. It's totally legit, I swear. Let's see, let's pop this out. So, I mean, yeah, games are just, you know, games are the way that they are. And they're that way for a reason. You know, sometimes we still just go to the simple stuff like Wordle. Wordle or Solitaire. In my young age, I was busy eating planets. Exactly. I was traversing the galaxy, trying to take over it. No big deal. It was just a Saturday back then. Raise? What, that's your guess? I'm confused. Are you spoiling us? What the hell? Whoops. What did I just click? What is this? I don't know what this is. Alright. Bump. Oh, cool. We're off to a good start. Is there an A? Oh, we found an L. Alright, can't be raised then. I haven't heard about burning disc in years. I feel old now, right? Back then we didn't have the space, so we had to burn all our data on discs. It's true though. It's true. We were freaking burning our anime and other crap on discs. We had no other options. Damn, what the hell is this? L is the second one. Oh. I remember having giant suitcases full of discs. Exactly. I mean, I guess that's kind of the, like, we would actually have, man, remember we had to run our games off discs? Because they're, it was just how it is. It was just how it was back then. Computers didn't have the space for our shenanigans. Computers didn't have that space. Oh yeah, Flog? Well, let's see. H isn't there. Nice try though. Floppy. Yeah, floppy disk. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Low? What? Are y'all drunk? Guys, it's Monday. It's too early to be drunk like this. What the hell? What? What? Yeah, floppy. Yeah, when I first learned computers, we were still dealing with floppy disks. I remember, I was actually pretty fortunate to be in a school that actually had a computer class, but yeah, we were dealing with like the 3.5-inch floppy disk at the time. Plode. Nice. Plode. There's no E. Nice try though. I just opened the suitcase and bam! Hundreds of games! Oh no. It's alright. I liked your games, Moon. I like your games. Let's see. It could be like... I don't know. Plolo? Where's the G? Where's the G? Gloom. Oh. Interesting. That could work. That could work. What the f- We're gonna try. Damn. Alex is too strong. Alex is too strong for this game now. GG's. we another day, another win. Yeah, this was game 101 for me. I hit 100 over the weekend. No, it's Plogo. All right. Can you still type? No, damn. All right. It's Plogo. It was actually Plogo. I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry to break it to you. I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news there. My gosh. There I was on my Plogo stick back in the 90s. That was another thing. My parents absolutely refused to buy stuff like pogo sticks. They're like, yeah, you'll probably hurt yourself. And I remember being like really upset, but they were probably right. They weren't wrong. It should have clearly been gloop. Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. That could have been an option. That's totally a word. That could totally be a word. It's so funny. There's definitely a couple this past week that were pretty wacky. They were pretty difficult. The one on, I think yesterday's, I remember starting it like, because it resets after midnight my time, right? I started it around 1 a.m. I remember like trying to mess with it for a half an hour and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. And then later on I woke up from a nap or something and I'm like, oh, okay. Now it makes more sense. Now it totally makes more sense. As far as that goes.
Sometimes the brain is just at a 40% capacity. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
It's just how it be. It's just how it be.
Bump, 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 bump. Damn naps making the brain work better. How dare they?
Yeah, I was trying to actually like rest and take naps over the weekend. But it's so frustrating because I want to get work done. I want to get work done. That's actually something I was debating doing an announcement on Discord about it. I guess I'll just talk about it. That should be the word. Morty. Well, Morty. I mean, does Morty stand for like a word or is it just a name? Because I don't think they have names. I think it has to be a proper noun. You know, like you can't. Yeah, I don't know. As far as I know, it has to be like a proper noun or verb or something. Actually, are they all nouns? Wait, what are the words? What are the rules? I don't remember. I think because Morty's not like a word. I don't think it would count. But yeah, I was debating, maybe I'll still do it this week. So something that I was having a hard time with working on was I'm trying to catch up on some of the Ragnarok content. So I know I have my Ragnarok channel that's like a different channel, different avatar and all that shenanigans. But since I was accepted into kind of like their content creator program, I have to have a minimum amount of Ragnarok content monthly, basically. So I'm gonna try to make sure it doesn't interfere with my regular like Twitch and whatever other content. However, this week is a perfect example of I will be doing a ROM live stream this week because I need to catch up on that kind of stuff, because I have not been able to finish the script for the damn video that I'm currently working on for the past 4 days. But, you know, but I figured I'd mention it. You've been doing this for 101 times without knowing the rules? Listen, I'm just here to play the game. No one has to read the rules to play the game. I can guarantee you, after playing games for many years, not everyone reads the rules. Come on now. Morty stands for a young boy that travels with his grandpa around the multiverse. Alright, you got me. You got me. You got me there. There you go. Yeah, see, we'll just make our own meanings, our own rules, you know. Word was easy. The word was so easy for Alex. Alex is beyond us. Too big brain for us these days. I am the rules. Exactly. See, Moon gets it. Moon gets it. The game works the way I want to play. I think the funniest thing is, for instance, like in a game like Magic the Gathering. All right. People do what's called house rules, which is perfectly fine. Like you're playing with your friends, you can do whatever you want. So you have like house rules. So it's not unusual because, you know, Magic the Gathering has their own rules. So like if you don't play, it's a trading card game. You can only have, for instance, like 4 of a certain card in your deck of at least 60 cards or more. And there are certain cards that, for balance reasons, they're called like restricted, whatever. You can only have 1-ofs because they're way too strong, right? But it's funny because you'll run into people that have house rules of like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care if my friend has like 4 or 5 of the same card. But they don't really realize just how like stupidly overpowered these things are. Like it's kind of funny. But what I find really shitty is when you have friends that tell you the wrong rules because they want to win more. Or they want to argue like a rule or how the cards work. Honestly, the funniest thing was trying to play judge at a tournament, because you would have people, or even they're playing casually. You would be so amazed at the kind of stupid debates people have over the rules. They can't be effing. I mean, here's the thing. Once you know the rules and you understand the game, everything works within the constraint of the rules, okay? It's just the fact that the rules are a little strict in certain instances, but they work. Am I a judge? No. So the way it works, Alex, is that if a tournament store is hosting a tournament or something, so like we had Friday Night Magic, the manager on staff would usually have to be like, you have to play judge and make a call for the purpose of the tournament. I've never been an official MTG judge. I looked into it, but meh. It's a little convoluted to become a judge. So it just wasn't worth the time for me to do it. I did look into it. Like, I could make a judgment call if I had to. You know, because I understood the rules enough. Or here's the thing, is that NTG has what's called NTG Gather, where certain cards have their own fucking rules and how they work with the game. So sometimes if a certain card was confusing, all you have to do is look it up and then explain to people, it doesn't work the way you think it works the way it's supposed to work. Stop arguing the way that a card is supposed to work, please. Official, nah. We did have official judges that would stop by the store. We had a couple of like level 1s or level 2s that would also play. but it feels... I just find it interesting. I don't know. It's interesting because a lot of the card games share a lot of similar rule sets from my experience. I think the one that confuses me is actually like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't seem to have a grasp on. Like, I understand the very basics of how to play, and I just... That's it. The ones that I played heavily was the trading card game Force of Will, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon TCG. What was the other one? I played Dragon Ball Super card game for a bit. What else? What else? Those are kind of the main ones. You can never leave MTG. Yeah, that's kind of true. Reminder not to cheat. Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of shitty. So, like, I would have people come to the store, or they would call. I think the funniest thing is we would actually people call. They're playing at their fucking house, and they call the store like, yo, can you explain this card? And I'm like, what the fuck? Can you make a judgment call? It's actually really funny to think about. Like, it's like, yo, can you make a call because we can't figure out this debate amongst ourselves? And I'm like, oh my god. But it would be really shitty when someone would come to the store and ask how something works, and then we explain it, and they're like, oh, my friend didn't explain it that way. And I'm like, yeah, because they're trying to win. And they're telling you the wrong way that works. And it was kind of shitty. Mostly because every card is a novel at this point. The card text can break the base rules. I mean, there are new keywords, but the basics of the game never change. The basics of the way the turn works, the basics of how card stacking works has never changed. So... next time I don't know how something... yeah, I have no problem explaining it. The only thing is I don't know how a lot of the newer cards work, but if I read it... I mean, the most important thing to know is... read the card. Everything you need to know is on the card. Unless they fuck up and do a misprint. Then we're all fucked, and then you have to use Gatherer because it happens sometimes. It does happen. It does happen. There was a card, I think, like, in the past 2 years, that there was a lot of drama. What I have to read, yeah, that's... like, y'all make fun of me like, oh, Nesi doesn't read the docs. Yeah, okay. I've literally made MTG judgment calls, bro. I've had to read them. For someone that plays the game, so do I know, right? Right. I mean, certain... that's the thing, is that they add certain keywords in order to make it more interesting, because there's always going to be a sense of what's called power creep in most games. Like, not like people talk about power creep when it comes to MMOs and other games, but honestly, trading card games is probably where it started. Oh man, I can't believe it costs 1 mana for this 3/2. It used to only be like a 1/1. You know, it's like that kind of shit. This game is getting out of control. Unbelievable. We have to make a new format. Yeah, I mean, that's also why they make new formats, because of, like, balancing reasons and all this kind of garbage. I like the cards that are so badly written they have to remake it, or 20 notes on the... yeah, so there's a lot of cards that... I mean, I'm not going to say some cards aren't confusing. There are some cards that are super confusing. There was one Commander game, I swear... or some cards just make it too complicated, and that's the problem sometimes with Commander, is because you can run into very specific shenanigans. Like, when someone plays one of those cards, it's like an enchantment. Let me allow that. Gaia's Cradle. Yeah, but Gaia's Cradle you can only have one of. Either way. That's a restricted card. If you have more than one, then that's incorrect. Plus, wasn't there a thing with that with Commanders? They still allowed in Commander? I remember there was something a few years ago. With a group in my city, but that place closed down, so I just stopped. Right. I mean, MTG is seriously one of those games that's a lot more fun when you're playing with a group, for sure. I mean, or you could play online. They do have the arena or whatever. You know, if you don't mind playing, but then it becomes more of a CCG, because I don't think there's any trading process in the arena mode, from what I recall. And I'm someone that dislikes listen. That's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. That's perfectly acceptable. Oh, I gotta deal with people. I mean, that's what, like, I was never a tournament player. I used to do a lot of competitive standard tournaments, but it definitely gets agitating. There's a lot of fucking people I do not like playing with. You can have several as long as people don't find out. Yeah, okay, good luck. Oh, okay, good luck. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Crazy times. Crazy times. I mean, it could be really fun and really frustrating. I mean, I've had arguments with close people I know over the stupid game. It's just how it is. It's not always fun in games, okay? We all want to win. And since these people are far into it, I ended up seeing some interest. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that you're gonna have people that I said this before, you're gonna have people that min-max any kind of game. You're gonna have people that are very competitive. You're gonna have the casuals. Like that's what I mean. Like the concept of free to play or casual players, semi-competitive / competitive. It's in every genre. It's in every game genre. They are not new concepts whatsoever. They are not new concepts. You're gonna have people argue over ridiculous shit. One of them had infinite turn deck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a lot of... Oh, I was going to say before. So I was in this commander game, and there was an enchantment. And it's one of those, like, enchantments or one of those cards that's like, oh, for every spell played during the turn, you can copy the spell and then choose new targets for the copy. And I hate those cards. I hate those cards. Because then you're going to get a turn where everyone starts doing instants on each other. And then it's just confusing. And then unless someone's taking notes on what's supposed to be happening, it's just a shit show. I remember being in one of those games and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm scooping. I gotta go. I'm not gonna spend the next hour while everyone figures out their damn spell targets. Because everyone forgot because this turn has been going on for 10 minutes. My play group, we got to the point we were way too familiar with our own play style, so it's basically no fights. Right, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you have a comfortable group that everyone knows everyone's style, not a big deal. Not a big deal. But there's definitely, like, certain people like I did not enjoy playing with, or I would only play with them if it was, like, a group setup, and I don't want to, like, 1v1 them, because I don't know. Why not? Wait, why not what? Play with them? Because, oh, why did I leave the game? Because I have better shit to do than listening to 3 to 4 other yeah, oh my god, coin flips. Coin flips. I learned to fear many things. Listen, I learned to play Magic versus Slivers.
And I'm like, I just want to play birds and angels because I want to play flyers, and that sounds really cool and really pretty.
So I would make like these like white blue decks, right? Because that's basically what those cards were. Yeah, and then I just get my ass handed to me by Slivers. Yeah, you could thank 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie for that. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹's who taught me Magic, by the way. I learned on hard mode. I learned on hard mode. I'm not like I was not allowed to make a Sliver deck because my friends were playing. Exactly. There are two types of players. Those afraid of are those that are allies of Slivers. There you go. Look at this shit in chat. This is the perfect example. They're either those that play Slivers or those traumatized by them. There is no middle ground here. There is literally no middle ground here. Damn, we are back at the next battle. I ended up having a bunch of ghosts. Oh my gosh, that's even funnier. Like spirits, because that's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny. Alright, we're gonna get some massive attack boost power. Let's go. Yeah, spirits are cool. I know she said deck, but I heard dick. Well, you hear whatever you want to hear, I suppose. Can't. Listen, it's just my accent. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm just saying. It's just funny. It's just funny. My first love for homemade archetype was zombies. Zombies are really cool. I really liked 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹liche and 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie. I really like those cards with Commander and all that. I think they make a lot of fun zombie stuff, like blue black zombies. I think is really fun. There's that middle ground called I'm gonna pretend 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie monstrosity is legal. Yeah, right. I have to learn how to destroy them before they get too big because of 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹. What the fuck? Sliver 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹? That sounds amazing and terrible at the same time. Here we go. We are victorious. Amazing, amazing. Let's go. Boom. Cactus and iron with the extra rewards. Unbelievable. Let's try for this loyalty skin chest. Let's go. Get the goods. Get the goods. Is there traps here? Twists and turns. I see chests. I don't see the trap switches. I think this is just a lot of mobs.
I think it's just a lot of scary monsters.
Let's see. I'm gonna use like something strong for this one. Is this one good? Yeah, I'm gonna use my mage. How about the top middle? I'm taking top middle over here. Top middle. Should be safe. That god is just using random card. You're right. You just have people that have what's called like the 10-cent bin card decks. You know, you just have a bunch of singles and your friends are just like being a shit at you. It's like, all right, cool. With a new horror command. Yeah, they keep coming out with new interesting commander stuff. Oh, I use my tracks to destroy the slivers. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Gotcha. Gotcha. My big numbers and giant creatures with a lot of +1/+1. So I was supposed to be working on shit in VRoid. I was having issues with trying to get the window to show up in OBS. I'll just do it like in the corner or something. I'm gonna occasionally head over there. I'm gonna occasionally do some work. I was gonna use this outfit I used as a base for my next outfit because it has a similar setup with the shoulder. And I was like, why would I remake it when I just have this? I just have this, so I'm just gonna work off this and make a new version, which reminds me, let's do a save as. We're gonna do an outfit. We're gonna do a save as while we're here. I should get back to trying playing one of my mini games instead of playing PoE. Ah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nah, forget the avatar. Let's talk commander. I mean, we can still talk commander shit. I'm just saying I should maybe do some work. Or maybe I'll just leave it there and be like, yeah, I made that like in December. That's my art for the stream today. It's just an art gallery. It's just an art gallery. Yeah, because there was a couple of Magic singles that I still haven't picked up because I don't know. It's just been out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. So I haven't worked on it since we re-sleeved it. Basically, since we re-sleeved it last fall on stream. Let's see, man, VRoid takes a million years. All I did was a save as. I think it's also because this avatar has a lot of what's considered like materials or properties. But yeah, you know, so and that's the thing is that there was always new cards every 3 months, right? So I mean, it's constant, 3 or 4 months. And then there's like the side stuff. I mean, like look at Magic, even Wizard. I should say Hasbro, honestly. Even Hasbro has tried to heavily monetize off Magic the Gathering by having extra collection boosters, extra boosters, art boosters. You know, so they've They've jumped on the RNG train for sure, even there. Even though they were the OGs. Where one of the sets were the mermaids. Are you talking? Oh, Cardfight Vanguard. Are you talking about Cardfight Vanguard? Because if you are, you're talking about the Bermuda Triangle clan, aren't you? I know exactly what you're talking about. If it's not that, I would be very surprised. But yeah, the Bermuda Triangle and Cardfight Vanguard are incredibly cute. I actually have one of the chase cards, I think, in my collection. Actually, my, what's funny, actually, is that my original avatar hairstyle is actually based off, 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹ecie, which is a Bermuda Triangle character designed by 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie, like 3 years ago. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Hold on, let me pull up the image. I should have it somewhere. What is this? I have too many like stuff on the scene that I'm like, what was this? What was this? I'm very on top of things. Calculating. I have way too much random shit. Right, I'm just gonna say mermaids. We're gonna see how much of the screen it takes once I find it. But yeah, there's a lot of cute mermaids in Bermuda Triangle. That's the clan name. I used to play actually what would be kind of like the zombie. Oh, I want to say like Grand Blue, and I'm like, it's not Grand Blue, is it? But it begins with a G. They do clan stuff. Angel Feather is like the angel, kind of like paladin clan in Cardfight Vanguard 2. Let's see, where is it? I would think it's an early image.
If I could just find it, that would be really cool.
With my luck, oh, here it is. Yeah. Boop. Get over here. It's like not working. See? Gee, don't those buns look familiar? So it's funny, like this name is absolutely hilarious because it looks really janky, but it's basically supposed to be chocolate melody, but it's like chocolate melody. What is this? Magic the Gathering Cardfight Vanguard. It's another game that I played a bit for a while. Oh, you never got around to actually play. It's different. It's very different. That game kind of had an issue with power creep in a very bad way, to the point that they basically like rebooted the game. So it's almost like a legacy version of the game, and then there is a new version when they rebooted. They actually had a whole reboot of the anime even. It has its own anime and everything. Which the new version of the anime was actually pretty decent. I remember I was watching like the first 10 episodes. It was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. But yeah, this was designed by 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie, who does, who is a character designer and illustrator also for Fate Grand Order, for characters such as Red Saber, who is Nero, and some of the other ones from the Fate Extra universe, who she actually has like an art gallery going on in Japan right now with her own FGO art book. Yeah, I may or may not be heavily still following her. Oh, it's the same designer as 𝗙cie from Hololive, if it looks familiar. That's the exact same artist. So there you go. If you've ever seen 𝗙cie, this is the style. The game with energies that summons creatures and they have powered abilities. Yeah, just like every card game. What? I think I have exactly, yeah. So it was a cute one. I like the design. I like the design of everyone on that. As far as that goes. Let's see here. So I might just actually turn off part of the hair. How do I get to the... Is it here? Is this where I have it? What the hell did I just do? Alright, you know what? That's good enough. Alright. That works. Works for me. See, custom... How do I get to this one? I think I had screwed up and it was like under the shoes or something. This one? the texture. This should bring me to the area. Let's at least... Yeah, okay. Inner top... I'm trying to remember how the hell I did this. Shoes... Socks... What? Oh, wait, is it over here? Bottoms. Let's see, necklace. Off shoulder. Off shoulder. Okay, yeah. Now I'm starting to get somewhere. Or I could, actually I should probably export a version with just the pigtails at some point. It's Magic the Gathering different skins. This is basically how most card games are. This is freaking adorable. I want them in real. Yeah, Bermuda Triangle had some of the best, honestly, some of the cutest character designs as far as that goes. For that sort of thing. That I would have to completely agree with. Completely agree with. Let's see. It's so funny how janky this is. Suddenly it's like, oh man, I have regrets. Long coat. Which one's this? This is the necklace. I think it's just the choker. Wait, what is this? How do I hide this? Over here? Oh, that was like, oh, okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. So, that's the berries, that's the holly. Oh man. Yeah, this was like the jankiness of this. But it worked. It worked at the time. But yeah, a lot of Magic, or rather TCG games, are incredibly similar. Incredibly similar with how they work, honestly. So this one, I don't need this belt thing. So let's start getting rid of that a little bit. Bump, bump, bump. Am I not? Oh. Not on the right layer. Remember, if you're doing art, to be on the correct layer. Oh, yeah, it was separate. It was separate there. Now I did something today. God damn, so good. So good. Now I wake up every day sad that the cute is not real. Yeah, that's what it means to be a waifu lover. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man. It's the sad truth. That's the sad truth. We are victims of our love for our waifus. That's the life that we choose to live. My waifus when. My waifus when. Just like, what was it, last week? I was like, damn, why can't the quintuplix sisters deliver me pizza? Huh? When are my needs gonna be met? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This I need at a different texture, but I want to make the shapes right now. Since I kind of need this off-shoulder thing going on. We're just going to mimic what we got. I'm gonna smooth out this thing right here.
See, look. Now I'm not false advertising. Amazing. Getting a little bit of something done.
Waifus! It causes me to suffer. Yeah, that's what it means. I know. I understand. I understand your pain. I get it. I get it. You know, it's like, you know, you have your seasonal waifus. You got your waifus. You got your one-offs, like someone that, how do you say? Someone that, oh, makes like an original character? You know, like maybe this is like an artist has like a particular style, and maybe they keep drawing this original character. Maybe they only drew it once, and you're like, damn, I like that design, I like that character.
Can I marry her? Please? Please?
It just is that way. It just is that way. The art is an explosion? What? Say what? But yeah, I mean, things with games these days, it's just it just is what it is. It is what it is. There's a reason why I have a collection of pictures. Exactly. Exactly. You collect them. Exactly. You save JPEGs. Yeah, and what? Need to archive all of the cute. Exactly. Exactly. It's a Naruto reference? Listen, weren't you here when I explained, like... After a certain point, I only read synopsis of Naruto. Like, I know, like, spoilers of Naruto. Because I just don't have the time to watch it. But I still wanted to know, like,
oh man, how are the characters doing? What are they up to? Lan, what?
You know, kind of like, you know, it's like, it's actually interesting, especially with, I guess it's not MiHoYo, the HoYoverse. They have, their Honkai Impact, and they have that new Star Rail beta, and they just announced that other one. I'm like, damn, those character designs! Oh, yeah, oh, Yellen! Oh my god, I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, Yellen's hot. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. There was someone that posted a little tidbit about Yellen, that her mantle or her coat, it's actually something that she put together herself, but it was actually something that she intercepted that was supposed to go to the Sarita in Snezhnaya, and then she like repurposed it into like her own little coat, and I'm like, oh man, what a badass. I actually want to know more about her. Like, she's not just like, she's kind of a badass alongside being really cool and pretty. Forgiveness will be given when One Piece is, oh my gosh. That's alright, you don't have to forgive me. That's alright. Sadly, me knowing a reference is a 50-50 chance because I forget her. That's a mood. That's a mood. Yeah, sometimes if it's not obvious to me, sometimes I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. Despite not playing them, a lot of gacha games have some excellent design. Yeah, so my my inspiration folder, what's it called? My inspiration folder for like character designs and stuff is basically like 80% random ass gacha characters and their various illustrations, because the illustrations and character designs for gacha characters are they're just really good. They're just really good. That's how they get me. That's how they get me. I can't finish One Piece if I don't start it. 5 head. Got him. Yeah, but yeah, Yellen sounds like a badass. That's the thing. Sometimes I like a character just because I'm like, oh man, they're so cool. They did like a really cool thing. Why not start it? I mean, I've watched random episodes. I've technically started it a couple of times. You're only sacrificing half a year. Yeah, I know. It's only one. It's only 1 year. It's only 1 year of my life. No excuses. It's only One Piece. Damn. Got told right there. Ay, ay, ay. There's, I still haven't started that ya boy Kongming, but it seems like it's doing actually quite well. It seems like it's like the second most popular streaming anime in Japan this season, alongside Spy Family. Spy Family is taken over, and for good reason. It's really good. Even I, damn, getting shit on by Moon. Oh shit. Plus, I realized why they did the Chopper movie. Was there like a reason or something, or what?
What?
That I told you about? Yeah, I totally remember. Totally. Spy Family sauce. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Basically a fact. Basically a fact. Spy Family is like just way too good. It's way too funny, honestly. Like, it's like crazy. It is crazy how hilarious it is. I gotta see something. Yeah, I might have to change this texture. That's a problem. Oh yeah, at one point I tried to put the key necklace on this, it didn't work. Of one of the arcs. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I feel really bad. Like, I tell people, I'm like, listen, if I forget something, it's just because I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Do I need to make a guide? Oh, can you? Oh man, that would be great. Thank you for offering. What a pal. I really enjoyed reading what I could find in English. Yeah, Spy Family is really good. That one I've been reading since like the start. Like within the first few weeks, and I've been reading it every time. Yes, pancake. Yeah, we have pancakes for Din Din. We had breakfast for dinner. I could, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Throw that shit in a synopsis. It would be a lot easier for me to catch up manga-wise, because I actually read incredibly fast. If I make a guide, will you watch it? Well, why would I have to watch it if you make a guide? I just have to follow the guide. Right? Right? Why would I watch? Otherwise, why?
Why?
Fuck, how do I add a texture? How do I VRoid? I don't even remember anymore. You reached the shit. I reached the max number of templates. Fuck. I think I could get rid of... What's this? Oh, this was the necklace thing. You know what? I can get rid of this. How do I get rid of it? I don't remember. Default. No, how do I get rid of this shit, VRoid? Like, can you... I'm trying to like click it. Someone else that reads I read actually incredibly fast. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'd say speed reader level, but like if I'm into something, like I will just knock it out really quick. Oh my god, Moon, I do the same thing to 𝗙cie all the time. He'll link me a thing, and then I will read it, and then he'll be like, how did you read that already? He's like, I just linked it. I'm like, what do you mean? I read it. It's like, what do you mean? I just opened the pages and I kept reading. What? I used to read very fast with books, actually. So like you know when people would do like when we had to do summer reading, is that still a thing?
Is that still a thing, kids?
When you had to do like summer reading, I would just do it like like the week before school came back. I would just like knock it out real quick. I'm never wrong about these things. I am never wrong in general. So I just read through books. Yeah, my mom kind of taught me how to read stuff too. She helped me with stuff early on. I was we used to have these like standardized stupid tests in my school, and I would be the type that'd be like, oh man, like her. It'd be like, yeah, her math is like shit, but she reads it like a college level, and I'm like, all right. Like it would just be something like that. I was always ahead when it came to reading stuff. But yeah, with books, because I remember like, what's it called? When I used to follow the like Harry Potter series or some other book series, like I wouldn't, you know, go online because even back then I didn't trust people with spoilers. Oh my god. Like I played WoW at the time and people were really bad with that shit. People are really bad with that shit, like making guild names that are spoilers or just posting shit in trade chat. It was awful. It was an awful time. So people send you links and you read stuff. I mean, I do. God damn it. Oh, is that where it is? All right, noted. I usually go to manga decks for my manga needs. I mean, if the whole thing's there, I'll check it out. Like, what's it called? By the way, there is 5 minutes left on this battle, everybody. This is a skin loyalty chest. So, definitely want to take out this one, and we have a chance. It was a link to One Piece manga. That's all it is. It was a link to. It's the whole thing. All right, I'll actually bookmark it then. You know what? Here, what? Not this week. I can't do it this week. Maybe next week we'll do a reading challenge. All right, I'll think of something. I'm very busy this week. I have to say I cannot promise starting it this week because I have extra streams this week going on. A reminder for anybody just popping in, we have the Wholesome Direct this Saturday. It's out of my usual stream time, so definitely come check it out this afternoon on Saturday. I got the info and the event on the Discord if you want to click interested and get a reminder for when it starts. Not sure I can join? No problem. The VOD shall be there if you want to check it out. I never said I was opposed to, like, oh my god. Listen, the problem is that, and you know what? I'm gonna let you know. If it happens again, I'm gonna tell you the exact point I get, my brain shuts off in the story. Because I did the same exact thing in the anime. I get to this certain point where they start going to, like, the islands or some shit, and then, like, I don't know, I just get disinterested. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry. I'm not wholesome. I'm way too depraved. That's fair. That's our lives on the internet these days. I worry about what it's like for the young. I mean, sometimes it makes me feel really old sometimes, honestly. Like, I'll see, like, other folks having conversation, and I'm like, what the fuck? You're too young to talk about that shit. It'll steer me like a holy, like, what? What do you do? Yeah, we're totally wholesome here. You're fine. I think I know where, but I can guarantee. All right, fine. Like, if it happens again, I'm going to tell you the exact point. Like, my brain gets bored because it happened literally twice. Once when we were watching, and once when we were reading. Because I did try to read it once, and then it was, like, literally, like, the same weird plot thing happening, and I'm like, So, yeah, it's probably just an awkward point in the story. Like, you know, the story was still very early, coming along and all that, so it makes sense. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for my.
I just want to hydrate. And my head's just popping off.
Because it's like, I acknowledge it's really good. Trust me. Like, I know. I'm not saying it's bad. I never have said it's bad. Like, I'll fuck around saying, like, weird shit, but it's not bad. There's no way it's bad with how popular it is. I had the help of a group of people watching a little every day together. You know, that was another thing someone else suggested to me, is that what they did was, I had another friend say that they kind of, like, coast through the first, like, this is gonna be so stupid. They kind of coast through the first, like, 50 to 100 episodes, kind of like having it on the, like the side screen sort of deal while they were doing other stuff, until, like, the story got really involved, and then they were just watching it full time sort of deal. Because, yeah, I mean, it's the early part of the story, and things are a little awkward, because, like, I love, like, the first, like, 10 or so episodes. I'm like, oh, man, I love these characters. They're fucking banging. Nami's so fucking cool. I love her. Like, it's, like, I never dislike the characters. You'll want to make your room One Piece theme. All right. You'll be the One Piece. Before I know it, I'm gonna have wall scrolls all over the place of, like, the boat and shit. It's just gonna be how it is. That's my future. I see it now. I see it now. We have our Stream Raiders battle in 1 minute. In 1 minute. Let's see if I can figure out how to remove a damn texture, because I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Oh, wait a second. Wait, was it there? Is it this little thing here? Oh, I can't see it. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. Alright, I figured it out. It's because I couldn't see the little options here. Alright, so this is the off shoulder. I got rid of the belt and the buckle. I could probably, you know, I'm just gonna get rid of these layers, I think. It's gonna get rid of information that I just don't need right now. I just don't need. Alright, so this is the off shoulder. The pencil skirt is this. But the problem is that I think I'm gonna need a different template. Excuse me, because I need a longer skirt, and this is only gonna go up to here, and I need a much, much longer skirt for this outfit. Oh, battle ready. I didn't hear the ding. The hell?
Stream Raiders, what are you doing?
Alright, maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Either way. Buff and max defense. You know what? Let's buff up. There's a lot of units here. Let's buff up and then take them down. Most of my anime watching the last couple of years have involved watching it together with a friend or two. Right, so the thing is, like, Deskin and I watch everything together, or just about almost everything. There's a couple of things he's watched on his own, but basically, our thing is actually having dinner and catching up on episodes. Or trying to. Sometimes there's days I'm like working on like a video script or something, but generally if there's like an episode to watch, we will have dinner and watch it then. So it becomes very difficult to like catch up on shit we're not watching together sometimes. Because it's like, when am I gonna make time? There's only one dinner during the day. Actually, this morning we caught up on 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie before we went to bed. What? Did that sound go through? The battle already started, Stream Raiders. This thing drunk? What the fuck? Yeah, just add more dinners. What's wrong with this thing? What the hell? We're almost done with the battle, you silly. What the hell? Oh, man. Alright, kind of glad we did the stronghold, because apparently they were pretty strong. I think she doesn't know about second dinner yet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just have a second dinner, five head. But yeah, like, so sometimes it's like things I'll watch, or sometimes I'll do like the janky watching on garbage websites. or we'll just find a way, because if their streaming service doesn't have it, then it's like meh. That's like meh. We are victorious. Damn, I got some quest stuff done. I gotta get my quest rewards. So let me get this VRoid out of the way for a second. We are victorious. Once again, we have earned ourselves 8 gold each, and boom, Alex and our good friend got the Centurion scrolls. Congratulations. Nice. I got level 9 on this. Make sure to double check your chest. You may have gotten a special skin reward. Good luck. So you're saying if you start, well, that's why I have to read it. You're missing the part where I said I would read it. Alright, let me put down an archer, because this actually looks really strong. Why don't we do... Are there traps here? Are those just chests? I don't know. I'm gonna put myself up there. I'm gonna go up there, maybe over here. Let's put some range back here and back here. Here we go. Alright, let me get my quests and see what else I can get. I got some rogue scrolls. Very nice. I got 3 out of 5. Hell yeah. So the other interesting thing is that, like, if you're part way, like, I could just be like, boom. It will actually make up for these, what's it called? Some of the progress you did, you don't have to pay, like, the full price. So hell yeah. So I got this, hold on. What else did I get here? I got some vampire scrolls. Very nice. What did I get here? What is this? It's being weird. Get 7 units to 20. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm almost there. 2-for-1 combo. Yeah, good luck. There ain't no way I'm promising that. Let's see, do I have scrolls for this? I do not. Okay, so my captain scrolls are caught up. Am I close to anything here? Actually, tank? Let's check the store. Let's check the store real quick. Oh, what do they got? Oh, there's some cool Pride Month skins. They got the Pride Vampire. Oh. Oh, they got like special wings. That's so cool. Pride Flag Bearer. That's cool. Oh, little Pride Berserker. Oh, it's so colorful. Little unicorn warbies. That's great. So if you want to, let's see. Oh, and it supports... Oh, different ones. So they support Trans Lifeline Charity, and this one supports Rainbow Railroad. So that's really cool. Yeah, they do a lot of charity work. They do a lot of charity work, which is amazing. Which is amazing. Let's check the scrolls. Watching the main battles. I mean, if I see something really cool, then maybe I'll check it out in anime form or something. All right. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. Again, damn, I almost had enough for the tank scrolls. Damn. Almost there. That's pretty close. Rogue is close. Tank is super close. If I luck out with some tank scrolls, I'm good. And then these are legendaries. Those are a little more rare. Kind of depends on the event when you get progress on those. When you get progress on those. That's really cool. Yeah, they do a lot of charity work with the skins and all that. I think they had a, what's it called? They had some kind of drops event that I think I missed out on, unfortunately. I think it didn't fit into my schedule. I had actually tried signing up for a special drops day, but unfortunately, I guess it wasn't approved. What else are they doing? I heard from 𝗙cie, actually. 𝗙cie was talking about that Marbles is collaborating with Stream Raiders. I didn't see the news about that. Let me see. Is there anything on the announcements? Let's see. Spring Twitch drops. Oh yeah, that was like the end of May. Oh damn, they were cute. Fuck. Oh yeah, it was a Thursday. Yeah, unfortunately I don't stream on Thursday. That's why. Yeah, I'm checking their stuff. Some stuff for captains. They did this and that. They have their weekly stuff. Dev stream. Free skin giveaways. Oh, so it looks like they do the show on Wednesdays now. They used to do it Friday, right? Don't they do a show on Friday for Stream Raiders? I know sometimes I try to I used to catch it pretty often. Oh, okay, no. So they do have a dev stream on Friday. Never mind. Or they did last week. Yeah, so they had some major announcements last week. All right, it looks like they didn't post it here. Did they do it in the Marbles one? Hold on. I gotta look around. I'm in all the I'm in all the developer discords. I want to see if there's any like information about it. Marbles community. Clip. Map server builder. Season 33. Let's see. Oh, they started season 34 on Marbles. They got some patch notes. Okay, yeah, so I guess I have to check the VOD. Alright, so it looks like they didn't post anything on the Discords yet, but there's something with Marbles and Stream Raiders happening, so maybe we'll bring back some Marbles days or something. I kind of miss doing Marbles, but I don't know. I don't like bring it up too often because I know not everyone might have time to pay attention or type in chat, so I try not to do it too often. But maybe try to have like a special week of all that kind of stuff or something else. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god. What? It's so funny seeing like the announcements and collaborations from stuff these days. So let's see. So we're about 2 hours in. We just started this next battle. So why don't we take a little bit of a stretch break now? I'm gonna grab a snack. Let's see. Yeah, it's time for a quick break. We're gonna stretch our legs, grab a snack, refill our water. I'll be right back and maybe do some work or maybe talk shit on Commander. Either way, it will be a good time. Maybe. Maybe. It should be a good time. But everyone be good. We'll be right back.
Ba-da. Ba-da-da-da-da.
It's totally the same song. It's totally the same song.
What's up? Welcome back, everybody.
We are back. We have 13 minutes left on the current battle. If you would like to join on in, now is the time for the next 13 minutes at least. 13 minutes at least. I won't do the early today. Last week I don't want to say I was rushing it, but it just felt like we had so many. Actually, oh man, we have a lot here. Hopefully it won't cause problems for the final battle. Let's see, because this is the second to last boss battle going on. There's a lot of units. A lot of units makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. Here's the new event. Actually, I think I heard the first couple of maps weren't too bad, but I think they still had to adjust the difficulty level somewhat. Yeah, I'm gonna look more into that Marbles Captain TV announcement for next time. As far as that goes. Let's see here. Actually want to grab. I'm gonna grab this information and pop it into, I guess, Clip Studio. And pop it into Clip Studio. Let's see. Schedule for 6/06/2022. Because that's now. That's this week. Like I said, that's illegal. Should not be June yet. Should not be June yet. I don't know who allowed this and thought it'd be okay, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why would you hurt me this way? Scheduled basic door. That's the name of it? Alright. I'm trying to remember the name of this other this other file. Yeah, because I want to bring up this week's schedule. Actually, where's this sitting? Oh, it is behind me. All right.
How do OBS scenes work? 101.
101. Yeah, because that's Monday. Just hey, that's today. That's today. So yeah, over in the Discord. Even though I haven't posted stuff on Twitter because I haven't done it in a while, actually. I haven't been posting scheduled stuff on Twitter because I feel like I don't know. I feel like it just hasn't been that important, and I'd rather just put my energy elsewhere. So I do whenever I have the schedule, I do post it in my Discord. However, so I have specifically a schedule area over in there. So if you ever want to know updates or in case I cancel, I've been very communicative in the Discord as opposed to Twitter. Twitter I've been using for kind of just some fun stuff lately, some fun little things with assets. I'm just kind of chilling. I hate fighting the Twitter algorithm. I kind of feel like Twitter's one of those weird things that just frustrates me. But anyway, all right, that's a different conversation. So today is / was Monday? Was? I mean, it's only 10 p.m., but still. Wednesday is going to be over on the ROM channel, so I will have the YouTube link. Actually, I do have the YouTube link for it already, because I did schedule it over on YouTube already. Let's see. Can I copy paste this? What's this going to open? Alright, whatever. I'll just grab it here. So I do have that scheduled over on YouTube on the ROM channel if you want to check that out. My ROM content is a little more on the chill side, a little more like informational because I kind of make ROM guides and all that sort of thing, but you're more than welcome to come stop by, have a good time. Still just talk about whatever, although there are a lot more of Ragnarok online topics going on generally. So as far as that goes, but you can check that out or press the bell to be notified when that starts. Saturday, like I said, we're going to be having the, oh Jesus, wrong scene, wrong thing. having the Wholesome Direct on Saturday afternoon. The fucking sound surprised me. On June 11th, which is Saturday. So I had put 11:30 because I thought we were starting at 12, but it's gonna I'll probably start between like 12 Eastern and 12 p.m. Eastern. See? 2 years, by the way. Two years, by the way. As far as that goes. So yeah, and the thing is, what's also, what I find convenient with the Discord is I've learned how to do the timestamp thing. So actually, the schedule on the Discord will show it in your time zone, by the way. So if you check the schedule there, it's going to show it exactly on your time zone. And then you'll know exactly when the actual stream starts. As far as that goes. So that's why I've also been kind of liking just posting it over there, because it's just kind of like, everyone knows when it should be. So, because this specifically is showing my Eastern time zone. And then the Saturday PM collab, we have started back over at 𝗙cie channel the past 2 weeks. We just kind of finished up our what was it, War 3K mod something. We're gonna start Darkness Falls. So Darkness Falls is a little bit more of a challenging mod version of 7 Days to Die. I have not played it before. Loop and Kai had played a little bit of it before briefly. And I remember I was kind of checking in is when I was doing my my PvP weeks. And it looked pretty challenging. It seemed like there was a lot of stuff spawning. So it should be pretty interesting. And they said that there's actually kind of a storyline to it. So maybe we can uncover the story and work on that. And beat up zombies. And just pretty cool. If you want to check out the last VOD, what we did was we did at least like seven Blood Moon Nights to finish off the last mod, and defend the fortress. And it worked out pretty good. So it was definitely a lot of fun overall. So that is the schedule also for the rest of the week. Because I didn't talk about it earlier because I was woefully unprepared. But here we are now. Let's see if I can start doing that. So that's that, and yeah, because we do have that on Saturday going on. I just have to find out what category I have to stream in, or I don't even know if it matters. I don't know if it's considered a special event or something. I don't know. I have to find out from someone else also doing it. If you want to see, why don't we play, I'm going to play the Wholesome trailer actually. So you get, this is the preview of the Wholesome games that we're going to find out a little more about on Saturday. And not be surprised this time. Listen, you brought that upon yourself. Why? Don't bug him about the One Piece thing. Don't bother the doctor. He's gonna fire you as a patient. He's gonna fire you as a patient. That's how it goes. Alright, we got 5 minutes left of the battle. Oh my god. Too much. I'm just, yeah, I know, but he's not gonna put up with it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because I did mention earlier, I am kind of part of the content creator program, so I do have to do like a minimum amount of hours a month. So this week I have to catch up on some of that with a live stream, and also because they're doing something on the Facebook. Let me see. Did they update the Facebook with it yet? It was supposed to be a thing today, and I didn't see it earlier. I still don't see it, so I don't know when that is going up or if it was scheduled. I thought there was something going up today, but I don't see it. I don't see it currently, unless it was on the other one. Let's see here. It's in the contract. Yeah, I don't think he signed any contract, unfortunately. I don't think. Oh, that's right. I forgot to repost this. I forgot to repost this. Oh yeah, that's right. This supposed to be new 6v6 maps. I wonder if I could check them out on the CBT. Alright, that's a different conversation. That's for Wednesday! That's for Wednesday! Yeah, I'm definitely kind of curious about a couple of things going on.
Going on around here. Going on around here.
Bump, 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 bump. He didn't read the terms insert. Yeah, I guess not. Most people don't. Most people don't. To be fair. Online. Mobile. So if I go here, I think it goes to the other one, right? Yeah, it goes to the C one. Where is... Wait, did it just... No, okay. It just did like a weird reload of this website. I wanted to see...
Because I just want to know if the thing happened, but I don't see the thing happening.
Alright, maybe not. Maybe it's scheduled for Tuesday or something. Anyway, this was supposed to be a thing today, but maybe it didn't happen. Terms of service. Yeah, you know what? Fuck, you just reminded me. I have to update the guild website too. I have to update the guild website. With some of the latest like god weapons we got and all that sort of deal. So that way it's up to date. I haven't updated it I think since earlier this year, so it's a little out of date. And I also got to put the new guild photo and all that. I've also been wanting to do a little fun video thing, but I gotta catch up on my other projects. I gotta catch up on all my other projects.
There's too much to do, chat. There's too much to do. See, I barely did anything on this garbage too. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do in a minute and a half?
Let's see. I'll see if I can add at least a template I need. That's a goal right now. Alright, so I need something with a long skirt. So let's check out dresses. Off-shoulder dress. Cross-back strap dress. Actually, I need something with sleeves, I think. Because of the outfit I'm doing. Let's just try dress. Let's just... Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. That's perfect. Where the hell is this? Dress long sleeve. Is it this one? Yeah, okay, it's down here. I got a... skirt length. Yeah, that's kind of what I need. I guess that works. I would kind of want it to be a bit longer, but I can work with this. Alright, battle in 30 seconds. Let's see when the bell goes off for stream matters this time. You gotta catch up on the front, yeah. Because, so you know what I did add to this past weekend? So I made a fresh character and boosted it on a different server to make a fresh 120 character guide. Okay, I got it to the point that I had to level the tree to level 4, and I'm like, I think that's a good like end-off point for the start of a 120 guide. But I have to, so now I have the footage, and now I gotta put the script together. Alright, the bell did not ding, but it is time. It is time to beat the hell out of these guys. So let's do that. Oh, we got plenty. We are good. We are golden. We are golden over here. Bump, 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 bump. My time to place another unit landed in 3 seconds. It always oh man, I always... What's up, Tag Guy? Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. I've definitely been there. Like, I'll try to quickly click on a captain. I'm like, oh my god, load! Oh my god, load, please! I gotta put the unit down. I gotta get my scroll. And sometimes it doesn't work. Especially when it's gonna get so close. But yeah, the new 120 experience actually is not too bad. They did clean it up a bit, so I'm hoping it helps new players. I actually like how they integrate it with the tree in Wasteland. There's a few little like janky quests, but I mean it's definitely a lot better than before, where it's like, hey, you're 120, good luck, bye. Bye. So I'm kind of hoping it helps out a lot of new folks as far as that goes. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go! Oh my god, there's so many enemies. Gotta beat the shit out of them. Look at those rogues just freaking taking down those chests. It's so funny. How about gold medals and contributions? So they linked it to the tree. So once you get the tree, I think it was like level 2 and I did the quest. It's kind of interesting. It's not too bad. That's actually the 4th job quest I did where I made that new character, the Tyrant. That was that character. That's a fresh like 120 character that I was messing around with. Rogues are literally, yeah, that's their job. That's basically their job. We have been victorious. Of course. Because we are amazing. We have earned ourselves 7 gold each, and boom, Alex and Cactus with the extra rewards. God damn, I swear. It is like the same 2 or 3 of you every time, even when there's like 50 people. It's amazing. All right, we are to the loyalty boss chest, everybody. Loyalty boss chest. So I think I will put down a legendary unit. Let's see, what's good here? War Beast or Templar? Maybe the Templar. I'm gonna try the Templar. All right, there we go. I'll put myself in the middle. All right, my message is that it is the last battle. Right there, so keep that in mind. If you would like to use your epic potions or your legendaries, now's the perfect time. Because we want to take down this boss. So we gotta go all out. Time to go all out, everybody. Yeah, I mean, the rogue AI is designed that way. Rogues will go, they will gun it for certain chests and things, because that is part of their AI design, as far as that goes, in this game. There's actually, I think, a glitch with the healers AI in Stream Raiders where they were kind of like disconnecting from the group. So it sounds like me. Moon is the Stream Raider rogue. The Stream Raider rogue was designed after Moon. Not even 5 more masks. I mean, if you want me to play offline, but if you want me to play offline, gotta get the treasure first. Screw everything else. We gotta get our loots. We gotta earn our loots first. It's true. It's first. It's true. Healers leaving their allies behind. Definitely not accurate. It's funny because I always play healers and MMOs. I am actually kind of it's funny because people get kind of caught off guard when I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna res you. Your DPS is absolutely terrible, and you are not worth the res right now. Please get better. So yeah, please get better, and stop wasting the res count. Please, because there's certain content that has like a what's the word? There's a restriction. You can't just res all the time. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna res you. People are like, why the fuck not? I'm like, do I gotta make a list? Next week is 1P. Oh man, Alex is like, nah man, you gotta rest up this week. Next week is 1Piece week. Oh man, I was just thinking on my break, I'm like, what if I did like, what if I blurred the website and it was like a reading stream, but it's like just Stream Raiders? It's like, let's see how fast we can go. Because I vacuum up things. It's the funniest shit, Moon, because like when we play 7 days, sometimes I'm lagging behind so much because I am like picking up every single thing from a cupboard or like a trash bin. Everyone else is like way ahead, and I'm like, listen, I gotta check every cupboard, I gotta check every fridge. You never know what's in these places. No rest plus get good to nasty. Yeah. I was the one who decided if someone lived or yeah. So it's a. That's where you realize you're in charge, right? A healer 100% is in charge. Everyone thinks it's the tank. Nah, man. Nah, man. Not even the tank can survive without the healer. Generally, not even. I remember the first time. I think I told the story before. I remember the first time I realized it. Actually, it was actually playing World of Warcraft. I was leveling up a priest. It was like level, I don't know, level like 18. I don't know, somewhere between 18 and 20. And we're doing Wailing Caverns. Wailing Caverns was a shit show in fucking vanilla. So just to give a very brief TLDR, Wailing Caverns was literally almost like a labyrinth of a dungeon. So like what I mean by that is that like if you get lost, the entire fucking group is lost. But anyway. So there are these packs of mobs that I think specifically it was like the little raptors or something. And there was, I think oddly enough, I think it was like a rogue or something, of course, that kept pulling or just kept being next to the tank. And they kept dying, okay? And I was like, can you please stop doing that? Stop dying on the pull and or just stop pulling shit. Just stop pulling extra shit, right? So they got sassy with me. So then every pull after that, I just left them dead. And let me tell you, if the healer is not gonna res you in Wailing Caverns, you may as well just leave the fucking group. They're like, they learned real quick to stop pulling shit because they did not want to rerun that dungeon by themselves, trying to remember the fucking pathway. It was literally like a labyrinth. Wailing Caverns was actually like a labyrinth. I play RPG to read lore off of trash items I will amass and sell until I have at least one of every item. No matter how useless I'm a hoarder. That's fair. I usually save a lot of stuff in games. I've actually been very amused at the items in Final Fantasy XIV because a lot of them have very funny little flavor text. But yeah, that was the first time that I was like, you know what? I'm in charge here. I'm in charge here, and I'm going to prove it to you really fast. You're gonna learn real fast that you gotta stop pulling shit. And it's funny because everyone makes fun of it. Everyone makes fun of it, but it's fucking true. Like, even till today, people quote unquote stand in the bad, stand in the red, stand in the fire. It happens all the damn time. I love me some good item flavor text. Yeah, flavor text on items, or even like, you know, as much as Hasbro and MTG pisses me off sometimes, like their card design and their flavor design, like, you know, like when they're doing a design of a certain theme, and they might name a card in a very clever way, or they might have very clever art or very clever flavor text. Like, it just makes it very fun. They still have a very good feel for like RPG, you know, and bringing that to life a little bit. Not too strong to not stand still. Yeah, not even Infa can survive. Yeah. Well, it's funny because like I'll do content as the single healer in a raid, you know, and in a raid in ROM is 12 players. A raid in some other games is 10. But I've gotten very used to single healing things because I take a lot of pride in being a really good healer. That's like the one thing. Like, if I'm playing an MMO, I take it very serious. That's just how I do. That's just how I do. So like even in the hardest content, which is called legendary mode, like I don't mind single healing it. Like, I actually find it more fun that way. I find healing more fun than DPS. I don't care about numbers. I care about surviving and making sure you survive and helping the group survive. Like, that's actually what I enjoy the most. And which made it interesting because in Final Fantasy XIV, it's very different style because you have to DPS. So it took me a bit to get used to it because there's a lot more healing downtime in 14, so to speak, as long as people do things properly. If someone is taking extra damage, it's because they fucked up. It's very obvious. In later content, they actually give you what's called a vulnerability stack, which is basically like putting a dunce hat on your head. And you can actually get multiple stacks of it if you keep dying to bad stuff that you should have avoided. It's actually quite interesting. It's incredibly interesting the way that they do things. I only care about the numbers if people don't survive as part of, yeah. In certain games involving cards or just items, I will take a break and read the item card. Yeah, if a game has a lot of, like, it actually took me a while to realize they had a lot of clever flavor text, and now I read everything, especially quest items. Quest items always have very funny flavor text. But yeah, it's a very different style, and I like how certain games control different healing styles. Actually, like I used to play Rift. Rift had separate skill builds. So Rift, the clerics in that game, there was one build that basically was based around DPS. It was very close to like a Shadow Priest, actually, where you did DPS, you put dots up, and then you could do like a burst healing thing to keep the group alive, and that was actually pretty fun. So like I like learning different styles of healing skill builds. The only number you should care about is the number of people dead, yeah. the number of people that I allow to take a rest on the floor. That's the healing way. That's the way it goes. That's just a fact. I'm just letting you take a nap. You could rest for a little bit. It's fine. That's fine. That's why I like it in, you know, I like learning PvE mechanics because I like working around them. As far as that goes. That's generally what I like to do. Because every game is a little different in their own way. Let me turn that off. Here we go. Alright, so I can get rid of some of these things. Actually. I gotta double check my reference picture. Oh, I think there is something on the neck, but I could just re-add. Well, oops. You know, I'll do like this for now. Actually, you know what? I forgot. I could just do like this. I forgot. I could just like do that right on the model.
I forgot how VRoid worked. Keck.
Let's see, is that the sleeve? I think that's the sleeve, right? Is that this thing? That's this side? Where's that coming from? Is that the other area? Well, whatever. Only one way to do dungeons with random people is to kill them so I can TP. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes people just mess up mechanics and you don't want to deal with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone thinks I'm being a jackass, but I'm just like, listen, you're just in the way of getting this dungeon done right now. Like, sometimes it's just how it is. I'm like, I hate to like sound like an asshole, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know, you learn real fast how to min-max stuff. Let's see. Alright, that's not... Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but that is. Let me see. Go back to off-shoulder. I feel like it is off-shoulder. Yeah, okay, so I went too far on some of these pieces. That's why it looks janky. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I kind of figured I would fix it later. Yeah, don't mind this. It's fine. It's because I turned off some pieces of the hair. That's fine. This is just the summer. Summer's very hot, so we gotta, you know, we gotta get some air. That's what I mean. So like when we were doing progression on a certain raid instance, I actually had a pin like in the Discord. I'm like, please just don't take it personally. If I leave you on the floor, it just means you gotta do better next time. You know, if I tell you, I actually got to the point that if there's people I don't trust that sign up for a group, I will assign them to my group, And then if they're not listening to my instructions, I just kick them mid-run now. I'm just like, if you're not listening, I don't want you here. Like, I don't have the patience for for content that is 2 years old, and you are literally wiping us. Like, I am not about that right now. It's like, you can go find a random group. If the person didn't bother to learn the mechanics, yeah. I mean, like, it's funny because I'm rather strict about mechanics, right? But I promise there's a reason. I have this other guildie that they're like, I've learned the mechanics from Drill Sergeant Nesi. It just kind of makes me laugh because it's like, I'm not, you know, I just want everyone to understand it, because once you understand it, it makes more sense, honestly. It should make more sense at the end of the day. All right? Like, I'm not trying to be, it's just the way it is. If you understand the mechanics, then you understand what's going wrong, and then you can understand how to fix it. You know, that's how PvE should be. That's how PvE content should be. So that's how I've learned how to do that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, this thing is like, yeah, we don't need it like super like that. As far Yay! The raid thing worked. The raid thing worked. Yay! There's a new raid thing. Shout out for Red Moon. What's up? How are you? What are you up to? Valorant! Valorant Power! Valorant Power, what's up? How are you? How goes it? The way to fix it is to make the DPS. Yeah, but still, sometimes it's not just DPS. Sometimes it's not just DPS. What's up? How's the games? How did Valorant go? What are you up to? What were you up to? Bump, bump. Oh my gosh. I'm like checking. Bump, 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 bump. But da 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 ba. It is Ren Ren. What's up, Ren Ren? I'm like double checking. I'm like, I know who this is. How goes it, Ren Power? How are you? What are you up to? How are the games? Ba 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 ba. We're vibing. We're bound. We have stream raiders going on. If anyone wants to pop on in, this is the last battle for today. We got 13 minutes left. 13 minutes left. Oh, how cute! Cute emote. Is that the carry right now? No, it's not. It's not. We have a guildie called Rems. Stream is great. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hope the games went well. Hope the games went well. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Ren Ren. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing evening. An amazing rest of your week. But no, it's not Remuel. We have a guildie named Rem. Oh my gosh. It's just like one of those like guildie inside joke things. We actually have a lot of really, really great folks in the guild these days, honestly. Big love, hell yeah, get some hugs out. Yay! Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. Let's see. My brain stopped. It was all those rings that attacked me. So those. Yeah, I want to try the Sonic ring. So VTuber Plus added a thing for raids. So yay, it worked. I'm very excited that it worked. Now I know if I change it to something else. I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep the Sonic rings, but it's pretty funny. We're actually just talking that we want to see the Sonic 2 movie. Haven't seen it yet. Have not seen it yet, but I remember, I feel like I only heard really good things about it. So definitely want to check that out. Definitely want to check that out. Let's see. I'm trying to open my reference picture. Let's see now. This one might work. This one might work. Yeah, my eyes are getting a little tired. So we're probably gonna do, once I get off stream, we're probably gonna do a bit of a, how do you say? A bit of a convenience store run and all that. And all that. Yeah, so what I plan to do, I don't know if I'm gonna get it done for Wednesday, but hopefully within the next couple of days. Let's see, save as royal dress. I actually want to add an extra outfit to my ROM thing, or I could even use it for the stream because it's actually a really nice costume. See, that's why like I can't deal with where should I put this? Probably under VRoid. Layer information cannot be. Yeah, whatever, Clip Studio. Whatever, Clip Studio. I don't know what the fuck Clip Studio is talking about right now. Damn it, I took out that one image thing. Now I gotta. Here, I'll put a reference here of what I'm working on. Someone has an idea of what to kind of expect. It's not like any kind of like special thing. There we go. There we go. That should go under the layout.
That should go probably under the layout.
There we go. This is the plan for the outfit, actually. This is the costume that's in ROM, and I really like it. I've been really digging it. 6'11", yes. No, it's a 7-Elevens around me. I grew up with 7-Eleven, but it's almost 5 a.m. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll admit, yesterday I went to bed like 6 a.m. Or no, was it 7? It was between 6 and 7. I actually woke up really late. That's the problem, is like I slept quite a bit, and then I still feel like super tired, so it's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain as far as that goes. Let's see here. Yes, there is like a neck thing going on. I might keep it on the same layer. We'll see. We'll see. At least get the shape happening. That will help out in the long run, because even if I don't keep it on this layer, then at least I can work something with it. Work out something with it, yeah, because it kind of goes around the neck and down that way. I mean, that kind of works. I don't remember how it is on the back. I don't think it matters too much. I don't think anyone's gonna check the back, right? Not exactly gonna be spinning. Yeah, that's why I like just doing my own outfits and stuff. Like, as much as I would want something like maybe like a live 2D eventually, at the same time I'm like, yeah, but then how do I outfit? How do I outfit? I just keep going back to VR. I really should get better at learning Blender, but you know, that takes a bit more brain power. Takes a bit more brain power than I'm willing to expend. But this is the plan. What I'm probably going to do is I'm gonna try a method of like probably like, for instance, exporting this texture, you know, with kind of like the shapes, and then kind of overlaying the outfit on the texture and mimicking it, and then doing kind of like a higher res version of it, you know, kind of like redrawing it in a way is the plan. So yeah, that's why I needed long sleeves. I couldn't remember if the long sleeves had to be what's the word? Poofy or not. Kind of. I would see the options here again. Sleeve width. Yeah, because I can bring them back in like that. Whoa. Man, this thing looks terribly. I think that's one thing some people have complained about, is that VRoid has gotten a lot less optimized. I think the problem too is that this is still using like my like my older avatar, which has a lot of materials attached to it. I really should technically do these with a, what's the word? Like a fresh avatar. But I kind of wanted to work off this since it already had the off-shoulder thing. And I'm like, you know what? I could just work with that. I could just work with that. Because it shouldn't be too bad once we have, you know, I have this shape down quite a bit. Let's see, yeah, this is saved as something specific. I can kind of save this, like I said, export these maps. It's kind of what they're called. Export these textures and then work with them. Now this thing kind of has like a cuff thing going on, like a fancy schmancy cuff thing going on, but I don't think there's like a template with that. Unless it happens in a specific kind of shirt or something. Or, let's see, blank. Oh, perfect, blank. Unless I find something... Oh, that's right, they added like neckties and stuff. Actually, do you see that? Oh yeah, you kind of do, you kind of do. Whoops. Unless they... Unless I want to overlay it, kind of like with the off-shoulder thing. Maybe I could mess around with that, depending about how accurate I want to be. It doesn't have to be super accurate or anything, after all. But that is kind of the plan. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get it done by Wednesday. Depends how much I can get done in that time. Also, this technically, excuse me, has gloves with the costume. So that I would have to do on the body layer, right? I don't think they added any kind of gloves at this time. Like, what the fuck is blank? Now I gotta, like, see this. What the hell is this? What is blank? Oh, maybe it is for, like, arms and stuff. Because this is the arm. And this is the hand, actually. Interesting. I'm still stuck in the dungeon. Listen, you're focused. It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine after all. You'll be fine. I think this would go over... Whoops. That's an eraser. Yeah, so you see how... Yeah, okay, so I can kind of just add... Oh, so that's what they did. Yeah, see, so I could just actually add, like, gloves real quick like this. You can actually just paint right on the hand. I just picked like a random color. This is not accurate whatsoever. So I think this is way too purple, actually. Bum, bum, bum. There, I think that's a little better. Yeah, because then once I pull it into 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie, I can get a lot more accurate colors and things happening. Like, what the hell happened? Then I just make this blue. Wait, is that up there? What is... Oh, it kind of works. It's kind of working. Kind of getting there. We made something. Wait, are the gloves black? Shit. Oh, you know what? The top of the gloves are black, actually. I forgot that's how they did that. Damn it. So actually, if I grab like a darker color... Oh, that's right, because the texture... Which side is this? This one? Yeah, it's kind of an interesting setup. Let's see. And then... Oh, this is the finger. Okay. Right? Whoops. Actually, I gotta... How do I take out the grid? How did they do this? There's no parameters. Alright, cool. Cool. Oh, wait. Did I just remove that? No. No. Okay, cool. Anyway. Let's go to brush. Wait, I lost my shit. Oh, there it is.
Lost my shit.
Alright, and then we shall do like that. Let's see. I gotta figure out which finger is which, actually. That one? Why is... Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I have to figure out the texture map, because I forgot. I forgot how this works. Alright, we have a minute and a half on the stream raiders anyway. Is that up there? Oh shit, is that where part of it is? Wow, I don't remember how this map worked. I don't remember at all. I forgot. Anyway, that's the plan. That is what I'm working on in the background. Hopefully I'll have it ready for next time.
Oh, yeah, I could do one more battle. The battle royale.
We got less than a minute for this final boss battle in Stream Raiders. So you've got time to put another unit down. Great time for epics, great time for legendaries. So we can make sure to take down this boss.
Bum, 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 bum. Thank you for the head pad. Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I gotta find that redeem. So they updated the program so redeems have like names. And I think I lost track of where that one was. I think that was a redeem, I couldn't figure it out. And now that that's happening, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think I renamed that one.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wow. Is this rigged? Is this the power of rigged? Deathkin started the battle royale. He's about to. He's bullying. Oh my god. Oh wait. This cactus about to take him down. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. Amazing. Good job, cactus. Good job. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Let's start this battle. Even though the bell didn't ring. The round starts when I say it starts. That was brutal. That was brutal. Just starts a battle just to bully everybody. Let's go! Let's go. Actually, where's the other music? It'd be nice if I found it for the last few seconds. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know where the battle music is. I'm sorry. I was gonna put the battle music for the last one. I don't know where it is. One more! Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Let's go! Very nice. We are, of course, hella victorious! We've earned ourselves 8 gold each. Oh my gosh. And Loki and Alex with the extra rare rewards. Every time. Every time. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, I got myself some spell tomes so I can level up a captain thing. Hell yeah. Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's do like Stronghold. Let's get Stronghold up a little bit. So it catches up to the killing field. But very nice, very nice. Also, check your quests. Check your quest progress. So like if I do this, it's like, bam, guess what? You got a skin. Easy peasy. Sun Archer skin for the win. Very nice. And next thing we got is some event tokens. As far as that goes, so I hope everyone is able to find some amazing captains to check out. Actually, I have a list of captains, I think, in the Discord. I think I did make one at one point. It was a while ago, though. I might have to update it. I might have to update it. As far as that goes. I don't remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But congrats to everybody on the extra rewards. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much for joining in the battles. Joining in all them battles. Time to see who is around to vibe out with for a bit. Let's see. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, ba-da, bump, 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 ba-da, bump, bump, bump. Let's see, is anyone Let's see, there's a couple of people that maybe. Let me check some stream captains real quick. See if there's any acquaintances of ours online. So we can give them some love, and if anyone wants to continue with doing their things. Oh, maybe this one. Let me see. Let me go check them out. Go check them out real quick. Well, once I flipping can see what they're up to. I hope everyone had a good time. Everyone has had an amazing start to the week, especially because the week has just begun. Boom! You can check out the schedule for the rest of this week right here. I clicked the wrong button. 2 years, by the way. 2 years. We have a pretty busy week. Let's see, what are they up to? They seem pretty good. Let's see, just check their rules. Check. Continue. Alright, cool. Alright, I think I have a target. We're gonna check out another stream captain. So we're gonna go say hi, give them some love. Raid, sub raid. There we go. So you could do a weekly raid, or you could do a hug raid if you prefer, or if you are not a subscriber. The pre-1, Jesus Christ. I opened my mouth and now I'm never going to live that down. Alright, if you want to check out my support links and all that jazz, they are there. No obligation necessary. You can check out the Discord where you can get up-to-date news about the schedule, up-to-date news about any cancellations, or just hang out. We just play, even off stream, we play Wordle every day, or at least when we remember. That's when we try to remember. Stuff like that. We try to have a good time. I'm always also trying to share anime news and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna raid the stream captain called Magic Dream. Looks like they're gonna be live for a while. They are celebrating, looks like 4 years. And happy Pride Month and all that kind of stuff. They seem pretty cool. So let's go give them some love. Join in their battles, and just have a good, comfy, wholesome time, as always. But everyone continues to have an amazing week, and hopefully I'll see you all next time, whether it's on Twitch, YouTube, or whatever. I'll see you then. Take it easy.